Panama Jack again?
No, I got that on the All right, I am Joseph Rogers.
I'm Richard.
And the brewer.
Jeff Scott.
And this is our 12 beer review for Dog Days in Bremerton. And we're going to give these beers a try and tell you what we think about them. What we're going to do is you got root beer on tap, and we're going to start with that because that's non-alcoholic. So tell us a little bit about the root beer, Jeff.
That's called Scout Spirilla. It's a non-alcoholic root beer, and it's more made in the old style of root beer instead of like your A&Ws and your Barks and stuff like that. We brewed this with a local Boy Scout group, and they wanted to learn how to do it, and we always give them a keg or two depending on for their lock-ins, but it's a good non-alcoholic drink that some people come in here and enjoy.
Awesome. I heard you saying something about with root beer float. That sounds really good.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people talking about wanting us to put ice cream in that stuff because I have had it before with ice cream, and it's pretty doggone good.
I can imagine that.
Especially because you said it was that old style of root beer, so it has that extra root beer flavor.
What do you think?
I think it'd be good with popcorn, but I think that might just be because you mentioned the Boy Scouts, so I immediately started thinking about popcorn.
I like it. It's really good. It's a little more sweeter than I'm used to, but it's not bad at all. It's got very good flavor, and you can definitely tell it's root beer.
Down in Eugene, the Rogue Brewery, well, they probably do it all over, they do beer floats. So if you did get that ice cream in, not only could you do root beer floats, but some of these stouts, you could do like a beer float for people who like to get hammered like me. You know?
I don't like to get hammered and mix dairy. I've noticed that's usually...
Never a good combination. Curdles in the stomach.
Yeah. All right, so our first alcoholic beverage, Smokey and the Porter, a smoked beer, 6.3 ABV. Now tell us, what does smoked beer mean?
So in smoked beer, we use smoked malt, which gives it a really smoky smell and a smoky taste. I hear a lot of people talking about that it would probably pair well with some smoked salmon. And it's the beer itself is just a regular porter recipe, but that smoked malt is an applewood smoked malt, so you can definitely smell, I don't know if you can smell applewood, but you can definitely smell the smokiness of the beer and taste it too.
What's crazy is this is actually, I'm going to be going to Germany next week, and we looked into it, and what's going to be happening in Germany, what season it is Rauchbier season. I'm probably mispronouncing the hell out of that. But that actually means like smoked beer, so this is their season for the smoked beers.
Nice. That's really mellow and tasty at the same time.
We get a lot, there's not a lot of people who like smoky beer, but there are some that that's their thing, and it's usually a real robust flavor, and that's what they go for. It's those real hard to hit you type of beers.
Depends on how it's done, man, because I like how peaty that is, but I like that it doesn't, some of those smoked beers, I don't know if they're using artificial flavoring. It tastes like somebody marinated a slice of cooked bacon in it. Those are not pleasant.
And that's what I like about that. It's mellow, and especially for a porter, it's very drinkable. It's very good. All right, next up, Puppy Love, a chocolate strawberry brown, 5.5%.
This was a beer that we released on Valentine's Day, so it was kind of like our little ode to February type of thing, and it was for the lovers out there, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You told me that, but after I sipped it, I'm a hater.
Chocolate strawberry brown, that smells delicious. It smells like almost like cheesecake.
Dude, yeah, it does. It
that.
does. I could definitely see the Valentine's Day theme in that. Valentine's Day in a glass.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never got that
Day in a glass. It's just
cheesecake smell,
whiskey.
but I definitely do now that you say it. It's really
I
there.
brainwashed you. Yeah, it's definitely there.
Yeah.
That is really good, man.
Yeah, that's
my first time having that.
Yeah, I like that. That's one of my favorite beers I've tried.
Very good aftertaste too. Very good. And so how did you incorporate the chocolate and the strawberry in that?
So it's a chocolate. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a product that's made for beer. It's like a chocolate cocoa nib mixture, and then we use that, and then we use strawberry puree in it. So it comes from fresh strawberries, and then the chocolate is like it's a chocolate base that the company sells. It's called Cholaka.
Oh, okay. Nice. And did you put actual strawberry in there, or just flavoring?
The strawberry puree. So
oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's made from strawberries, but it's a puree. It's basically a runny version of strawberries.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, so what we got next here is the
now I know how to make it.
Honeycutt's Honey Amber. BJ Honeycutt's Honey Amber.
Name
Smells
this
like
one.
honey.
Yeah, We named this one, of course, BJ Honeycuts for the old people. It's after MASH. And it's our honey beer. It's got honey malt in it, so it's got a really unique honey taste.
That's like, yeah, that reminds me of a little bit.
Nice.
And it's almost got an after flavor. I don't know if it's because of the honey is putting this in my head psychologically, but there's like a tea kind of character to it. Yeah, there's a tea character. Oh, I thought you were telling me to
5.2%.
look
I
at the
forgot to
camera.
mention that. I just spit in my own drink, so that's cool.
I won't be drinking that one.
BJ Honeycuts Honey Amber.
Come on. We're here already. That's hard. I mean, if you want to grab it back, that's cool.
Yeah, it does taste like honeycomb-ish.
You could totally honeycombs with that.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, breakfast and beer. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite mixes.
Pour this in with your honeycomb. This would be good. Hey!
Did you bring more beer?
I wish.
Well, we are in a brewery, so there might be more.
Man, that
where
is
came from.
delicious.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. You know, this lineup is, now that Scott's on here, this is like the best beer that
It's a
they've
good
ever
lineup of
had.
beer.
They've been doing really good.
You want to get over here and join us?
Yeah,
Here, just slide this cord over. So I don't want you stuck in there.
Working all the time.
Slide over just a little bit. All right, there you go.
slide to the left.
All right, so you're going to join us,
To the
and I would love to get the female opinion really quickly. We left a little bit for you. This is the root beer.
Okay.
So tell us if that's the best root beer you've ever had in your life.
Damn Skippy, yes.
Yeah, that is very good.
That's very good.
And we have the Smoky and the Porter smoked beer. I thought you might like this one. Last time we talked, you were talking about you like porters.
Raw beer.
Actually, I really like it even though it is smoky
named
because that's
by
usually not
Panthers.
my preference. But
Yeah,
it's
'cause it's
really
not
good.
overpowering with the
Yeah, it's
smoky.
really good. It's not like
Very drinkable. And this is the Scout Spirilla. Oh, no, this is the Puppy Love Chocolate Strawberry Brown. I think you're going to like this one.
Yeah, this one it's for
Oh, that's
dessert
so
beer.
good.
It's
Yeah.
really
I like that a
good.
lot.
Yeah, that's really
Not
good.
overpoweringly sweet at all, which is, yeah.
And
Nice
BJ
balance of
Honeycuts
chocolate.
Honey Amber, and then you'll be all caught up.
woohoo.
And we were just talking about how this would go good with honeycomb cereal.
Yeah.
Maybe a little honey. But
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our next YouTube channel idea is pairing breakfast with beer.
Yeah.
I like it. Breakfast
That's
beer.
actually a really
All
good
right.
idea. Don't steal that, whoever wants
And I'm just going to
this.
say this again. That so far, even the root beer, those 4 beers are delicious. Those are really good. And now we have the Kafif.
Covfefe.
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 The famous Trump tweet.
Yes,
Yes.
never for Covfefe. This is a coffee Kolsch. And
So yeah, it's got the lightness of the Kolsch, but it also has cold brew coffee in it, which a lot of people are like, no way, there's no coffee in it because I don't see it dark, but there's a little secret of how to do that. I'm not going to let that out, but it does smell and taste like coffee.
Do you like coffee?
I love coffee, and I love that it has these overwhelming notes of like a space army in it.
Good.
Beautiful.
Like if we did a blind smell test of this and coffee, I think it'd be hard to tell. That's how good it smells.
Now the space army thing was a thing I saw a bunch of Facebook posts on. Did that actually happen, or
The what? I'm
like
sorry.
space army? Are we getting a space
I read about
army?
that today.
I don't know.
You never
Why
really
not?
know when it's on Facebook.
This is a beer review. We
But-
don't care about space.
Well, now we're gonna find out about space armies. There can be breweries in
Smell and
space,
taste amazing.
I
protected
could
by
like
our
wake up and
space
just
army.
drink that.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that's so good.
Like before you go into work on a Monday,
Yes.
you're like,
And it does have coffee in it, so we'll give you a little bit of a
That
buzz.
Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee favorite beer.
So you've had before the cold brewed coffee stout, was it?
Right, it was called Buzz Veggie, yeah.
And when do you plan on having that back?
Well, couldn't tell you exact date, but it'll probably make the comeback.
Yeah.
It's really good. People
Very
really
good.
enjoyed it.
And that is a very, very good coffee beer as well, especially since it's lighter. It's a different style, but it's still just very good. I highly recommend that if you come here to open up with that for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right, next, Boop the Snoot Stout. One of my favorites. This has been around for a while.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Just an Imperial Milk Stout.
7%?
Just good. Yeah.
My favorite kind.
Yes.
Now, imagine that mixed with the last one.
Ooh.
Get a
Like
little
a half
stout, a
and
little coffee,
Yeah.
a little. Yeah, that would be wild. Because I like my coffee black, so I think that would take it and make it taste more like that in
Yes.
spite of the milk.
Very nice. Once again, very drinkable. Very good. I'm not a dark beer fan, but man, that's.
I want to be buried with a growler of this.
get the growler now, and then 60 years later.
Then you pop it.
Yeah. She would love this. Very good. All right. So 6 down, and man, those are all good.
Yeah.
All right. Next, Shock and Paw. Now, is that going to be here?
Yes, but I got a little disclaimer before I let you guys talk about Shock and Paw, because we've been toying around with sours, and this is our second one. This is a black currant sour that we're currently running. And as a lot of people may or may not know, sours are essentially a bacteria. I mean, and sometimes they can smell a little funky, and this one does. It kind of smells like Parmesan cheese, which is odd for a beer, but it's definitely got the sweet and the tart.
This one?
Yeah,
Alright.
those other side. And it's the sweetness and the tart
So
of
the
the
second you
currants.
said Parmesan cheese, I was like, I have got to taste this. I can't wait any longer.
All right.
Oh my God, I smell it.
4.2%.
Yeah, just shred that right over my spaghetti.
It says black currant. What does currant mean?
So currant is a berry. It's a very dark colored
That is
berry,
dark.
and it's a rather a tart.
That'll wake you up
kind
in
of
the
thing.
morning, lad.
Yeah, the smell is not the most appealing thing, but the taste.
You actually
if you
get-
like sours, yeah,
Well, it's
tingles.
extremely sour up front, and then you
Yeah.
kind of get the
Super cheesy.
Parmesan, like nutritional yeast kind of flavor
Yeah.
on the back end, you know?
So I didn't
Which
think you'd
is-
like that, Joe, because I wasn't sure if you were into sour.
I'm not a fan. I've never liked sours, but I've
that's-
had some sours where you're just like, oh shit, you know? And that is not one of those. That's a different flavor. It has multiple flavor combination, you can tell.
Compounded.
Not too overly powered with the sour. I don't like the smell because I don't even like Parmesan.
What the fuck?
I know, it's weird. I'm more of a cheddar guy, but
Yeah, like, yeah.
even with spaghetti, don't even touch me with that Parmesan. But I will say, that for some reason brought me back to when I was a kid, and I came across some raw, what do you call, rhubarb? And I would bite into it not knowing, and that's what it reminded me of. Have you ever made a rhubarb beer or anything like that?
No.
Because I've had it in wine and it was really good. But
If you want to make the craziest
I'm gonna
beer
have
in
to
the
cleanse my
Northwest,
palate.
imitate that recipe with a little bit of like some kind of chili pepper in it, like a jalapeno, because then like the fluctuations of
Like
flavor
a
will be
sweet-
good. If you're going for
sour,
wild,
spicy
because it's
taste.
already
Sour,
wild,
yeah.
it's already all over the place, and that's what I like about it.
You
But
tasted that,
add a
right?
little
I
spice,
did.
and it'll be even crazier.
what is your thought on sours usually?
Typically not what I normally go for, but I don't completely hate that one. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, for sours.
So for a
pretty darn
sour, kudos.
good. Yeah. All right. Now we are on Sergeant Pepper Lonely Ale. Nice little Beatles
Why don't you
reference.
just sing it?
Lonely Pale, 5.2%.
This is a habanero pale, so it does have
there we
habaneros
go.
in there.
So now we can just,
Yeah.
Now,
Mild-
we can find out.
This is a mild spiciness in this beer, and I know, Joe, you're familiar with its, we call it its sister, and that's Lovely Rita, because we aged that in a tequila barrel. You're a big fan of that one. And we did, that one's unfortunately gone, and this kind of came back. So Sergeant Pepper's is our habanero pale, slight burn down the throat, and
I'm not
Just,
getting it.
no burn, huh?
No burn.
Yeah, I like spicy. You like spicy. So I think for us, that's
Not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
for somebody that doesn't regularly drink spicy though, you can get a hint of it. It's not overwhelming, but there is a little bit of spicy going on.
But you know, we are talking about, we've got it on the brew schedule, is to come back as our Hatch 22, which is our
I love
green
that.
chili.
Oh, I was just about to
blonde,
ask.
I
and
love
it's
that one.
awesome. I can't
Because
wait to
hatch
drink it.
chilies are
Exciting.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god. they're
While
so
we're on the
amazing.
topic, you're still doing the thing with El Bacon, right, on Tuesdays?
Yes, El Bacon,
All right,
yeah,
so
so-
on Tuesdays, you go over there and get your food, bring it over here from 5 to 8 p.m. and get $3 pints.
Yep.
Now, this is going to be, the Sergeant Pepper is going to be the perfect one to have with your El Bacon. But the green chili was just, that was more spicy than this. And it was amazing with the Mexican food. I just can't
If
wait.
you've ever watched Joe do
Now
that,
I
he
can't
comes over
wait
here
for
and he
the
puts a little
summer.
salsa in his beer. It's like, what are you doing?
Because it works. It works. Okay, maybe it didn't work exactly the way I wanted it to, but
See, now
It was
you're
effective.
inspired than me,
Yeah,
man, because
yeah.
I'm thinking like pineapple salsa, and I've seen pineapple beers before. I've seen spicy beers before,
Sure.
but I've never seen that that mesh. So,
and I love habanero pepper.
yeah, it's my favorite.
All right, Cluster Puck Pale Ale, 5.4%.
Say it 5 times
Yeah.
fast.
Cluster Puck, Cluster Puck, Cluster Puck, Cluster Puck, Cluster Puck.
Cluster Puck Pale Ale.
Yeah.
This beer is just a really, really good pale, and we call it cluster puck because it has cluster hops in it, which are a very citrusy type of hop, and I love this beer. I've been drinking it a lot lately. It's really, really good.
Oh yeah, that is good.
That's a good warm day beer.
And so is that's obviously low levels of malt, right? And oh man, that is
It's
very
got a really
good.
nice smooth finish to it. So
Smooth
it's not
finish.
like a bam pale.
Yeah,
it's
good
a really
aftertaste.
good pale.
And just a
Sessionable.
very little bit of bite, but not much
Exactly.
at all. Yeah, that is really good. Man, that's my first time having that one as well. That's really good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Holy shit, Jeff, you're doing good.
Yeah,
man.
you are.
Hefty of a salesman. I'm familiar with this one.
Yeah, this one's been around for a while.
6%, very good Heffy. Go ahead, Dickie. I love Hefeweizens.
Make it with organic lime, so it has a little bit of a.
I was gonna say there's
tartness.
something
Yeah.
Citrusy.
on the nose
Yeah,
there.
citrus.
Yeah.
It's a big favorite. Everybody loves that. Yeah, so.
Who doesn't like a good hef?
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't, then get out of the beer.
Yeah, that is delicious. Woo! Yeah, because I don't even buy Heffy anymore. That's not local, really.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's something that doesn't hold up or they're just being lazy about it, but
You know, the shock tops and the
Yeah,
blue moons.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, whatever.
They're too
like
factory.
Blue Moon.
Too factory.
Widmer Brothers, I used to get
They
that
calm
Heffy all
down.
the time, but I don't know if it's me that's changed, but it just doesn't taste good anymore.
You've probably tried because hefts are getting bigger in the different breweries around our region. Now that you've tried ones with
Good.
flavor,
Yeah, that's
Good
true.
hefts.
you go back to those
That's
and it's just
true.
like,
Yeah.
oh, it's
So
Budweiser.
lackluster.
It's
Yeah.
Budweiser with an orange in it.
Yes.
How could I be fooled for so many years? And that's one of the beautiful things about the breweries that are popping up all over downtown Bremerton, and just Bremerton in general,
Bremerton.
is that we have more accessibility to support local brew.
Bremerton.
Because the more money we can
Yes.
put into local brew and not into the chain shit, that's the key.
Then,
Support local brew.
I'm hoping when I get to Germany to get to Bremerhaven and find something that looks, if it's like a Monica Sausage Club or something with a similar name, like maybe
Yeah.
they have a Katz and Das brewery.
Yeah.
And
Okay, next one. I'm really looking forward to this one. I had this beer one time before, and I really enjoyed it. Smash of the Titans Double IPA, 8.5%.
This is our kind of like
Epic.
one of our signatures. It's
Yeah.
it's our wintertime IPA. We beefed it up a little bit, call it a double IPA now. And what the funny thing about this beer is it goes down so smooth. You do not think it's 8.5%, but you drink a few and then you realize it's 8.5% because it puts you on your butt.
It's almost got like a black licorice smell for some reason.
It
Yeah,
all
it does.
uses
There's a little
Simcoe
push.
hops, so it's just one kind of hop, and it's referred to as a smash, single malt and single hop.
It's almost like fennel almost.
I don't know what that means.
Fennel? You know what fennel is?
No.
Okay. Well, I just took a noun and put the Y at the end of it. So an adjective.
But that is really
The
good.
fennel
That
is
is
like
very
that.
drinkable, 8.5%.
that is very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No harsh bite.
I'm killing it.
Yeah.
It's taking a few people down.
Yeah, I bet. I could see how that could sneak up on you for
Yeah.
sure.
I like it.
All right.
Very good. All right, so this is the Sakura Cherry Blossom Cider. Is this, who is this?
Bushel and barrel. That's
Bushel and barrel.
We always have a guest cider on tap 12, and this is just the flavor right now we got. It's a great cider. It's Sakura cherry, and it's really good.
6.5%. And I love ciders, so I'm going to love this regardless.
And those guys at Bushel and Barrel, they're doing great.
They are
Oh, they
so
are.
It's
good.
awesome.
Where are they out of?
Paulsboro.
I don't think I've ever had a fucking cider from them.
Oh my
that was
God.
bad.
No,
Sorry,
never,
get your own
not one.
glass.
I can only think of one cider company that I really don't prefer, but I'm not going to slam
Oh, I
anybody.
love that.
I'm just not even going to bring it up.
Angry Orchard is horrible. I'm just going to say
That,
Yeah,
that is
that's-
vomit in a bottle. Don't
is,
ever
yeah,
spend
it
your
is.
money on that.
This is the
ever.
opposite.
It's diabetes in a bottle is what it is.
That makes you vomit.
Yeah, exactly. And gives you a headache the next day.
There you go.
All right, we're not talking shit though.
No, not at all.
All right, and I love this. This is the perfect dessert beer. This is the perfect, or cider, and it's the perfect complement to all of these drinks. Because, man,
Thank you, Seth.
talk about flavor. Yeah, no harshness, no bitterness, man.
Man, Bushel and Barrel, you're doing it right.
Yeah,
Doing it
for
right.
sure.
So good.
I wonder what their secret is.
Love.
Love. Love your ciders. Love your
Love.
Love
fruit.
the apples.
Passion fruit.
Well, I heard it's actually like
Emphasis on
ciders
passion.
have to be kind of like I might be thinking grapes. They have to like struggle to survive. They have to be in a weird climate that actually like makes it hard for them to survive, and that brings out the flavors that are more desired in them. But I think I might be thinking grapes.
All right, this is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to mix the Coffee
The little ones
with the Boop the Snoot. I'm not going to do them all. Last time we mixed them all together.
It was a wild
It was
night.
horrible. I thought it was a good idea. It was a bad idea. But I want to mix these two. This is the
Covfefe
Covfefe.
and the Snoot.
and the Boop the Snoot.
Yeah.
And we're going to mix them together.
Change the color real quick.
Ooh, yeah. Now this looks more like a coffee stout. But we're going to give her a try, right? So, Coffee Feef, Never Coffee Feef, and Boop the Snoot Stout. This was your idea to mix these two.
I remember.
I was here.
We were here.
Smells good, too.
It was a good idea.
Yeah, it smells like a good
I mean,
coffee stout.
if it comes out of this head, that's usually a good hint.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that
is
smells
good.
What was another
like
one? I was
heaven.
thinking?
It almost-
I want a growler. This.
Yeah.
The mixture. Yeah. Yeah.
It does remind me of the coffee stout you had before, actually.
Always got to taste the
It's so
mixes because
good.
then we
That's so
can
good.
use.
Kill it.
You can advertise it. You don't even have to. You can brew them separately and then.
It
mix
works.
them.
That does work.
All right, I lied. We're going to mix these. Let's,
Whoa, what about the habanero and the sour? Because remember
That's
we're
what we
talking
were talking
spicy
about.
and sour.
Yeah.
yes, let's
Which
do
one's the
craft.
hot?
So number 7 and number 8. These two should be these two right here.
Yeah.
Let's mix those together and
Hold on
see
a
what
sec,
we
hold on a
get.
sec. 7 is the shock and paw.
That's the sour.
That's
yeah.
the sour. That's this.
And then 8 is
Sergeant Pepper,
Sergeant
yeah.
Peppers.
Yeah. Go to top her off there. Very nice.
Oh,
It's a pretty color
Yeah, it
from a
is.
girl's perspective.
it's toned down the parm a little bit.
That's good.
okay.
That's always good.
Less cheese.
That's a winner too.
Really?
It's actually
Wow.
toned down the sourness
Nice.
quite a bit.
Ooh.
We have in the
Ooh,
past, we've mixed the Hefeweizen with our sours, and it tends to knock the sourness down a little
And
bit.
it
Gives a nice balance.
It actually kind of embellishes the habanero. I kind of get it at the end.
It like
It's got that
rounds
fruity-
out the cheese smell.
Yeah.
It rounds it out.
It does, but it's still prevalent. Yeah, that's not bad. I think
No, it's not bad.
I probably would never.
I'm not a big
Spend
sour
money
guy
on
at all.
it?
I just-
Yeah.
that's just-
Same.
ugh.
Same.
Not
All right, I think we have one more mix. What are we looking at here? Maybe the cider and the honey.
Ooh, that
Might
sounds
work.
delicious.
That might work.
All right, so we got the cider
And
and
number
the
4 over there on your side.
this
Yeah,
one
right
right here.
Yep.
All right, there you go, Dickie.
A
Cider
honey
and the
cherry drink.
I don't like the smell.
Watch, it's gonna be delicious.
We'll see.
You're not far off. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
I don't really smell anything.
Not even me. I'm
Smelling the
gonna-
Parmesan cheese.
It tastes good. It tastes sweeter for some reason. Can you smell
I
anything?
can smell
Well, the
it,
honey
but
berry
it's
is
very,
really sweet, so
Yeah.
very
probably
subtle.
should add.
It's a
Yeah.
really subtle smell.
Yeah, I guess cider, honey beer would be a combination two very sweet things.
I would drink that.
That's not
Like
bad,
mixed
actually.
together, I would
That
like
would
that.
work.
Yeah, it's pretty
Definitely.
good. We'll finish that. All right, so I think we're good on mixing beers. We're just going to finish these off camera. But you have some things you bring up. I got some things to bring up.
Sure.
So today's Wednesday, and trivia every Thursday,
Right?
7 o'clock. And this Friday, we have a Ladies of Laughter comedy show, all lady comedians, and I'm going to be hosting. I'm probably going to trim my beard because
Don't wear a dress?
I was thinking about
I'll
it.
give you a hair bow. I've got plenty. You can just borrow one.
If I had clothes that fit me well and a skirt that looked nice on me, I would do that. But I'm
I
gonna
think I'd
trim
pay
up.
for that.
Additional $1 for the cover.
Yeah.
I could probably get some money for that.
You could.
But that's a ladies' show, and that's gonna be a really good show. We have 4, 5, 6, 7 female comedians lined up for Friday. That starts at 7, $5 cover. Come out and support. It's gonna be a fun show. Also, we have a comedy crawl on April 7th, which is going to be featuring a 13-year-old comedian and Chase Mayers. And we're going to start at Lovecraft at 7 p.m. and then we're going to crawl our way down here around 8 and do some more comedy. So the comedy crawls are always a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that weather will be polite to us.
That 13-year-old better have some blue humor.
And every first Friday of the month for the Art Walk downtown Bremerton, we've been doing shows here from 6 to 9 p.m., poetry readings from 6 to 7, comedy from 7 to 8, and music from 8 to 9. And so every first Friday, keep that in mind here at Dog Days. And what do you got going on, Jeff?
So the big thing that we have coming is, it just started yesterday actually, is the pub crawl for Kitsap Humane Society. It's called the Pets Pub Crawl, and it has 6 breweries that it involves. It involves us, Lovecraft, Downpour out in Kingston, Bainbridge Brewing in Bainbridge Island, the Swim Deck in Port Orchard, and then the Bremerton Bar and Grill. And they give you a stamp card, and this card has all the breweries on the back. If you get a stamp or a punch from all 6 breweries and take it to the Bremerton Bar and Grill in the end, you'll get a t-shirt.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
That's pretty
good
cool.
deal.
That is
There might be a small fee, I don't remember, because I went to the beginning party at Swim Deck, and we all got Guinness glasses that were etched for us, and I know we paid 30, and I know we get the t-shirt, so it might be 20, I think, just to get a stamp card and be able to get a t-shirt in the end. So you're supporting your local breweries, and that's the best way. You're getting all over the county, and I can tell you from experience, I know Lovecraft, Downpour, Bainbridge, those guys, they're doing some great things out there. So good
Yes.
beer to go taste.
Yes, absolutely.
All the good beer.
Yeah.
And that's another thing about a lot of the breweries, is that, like I've said this before, what I love about the breweries the most is that they're not afraid to be creative. You know, some breweries want to just go with what they know works, and which is cool. Consistency is cool, but you've had so many varieties of beer just in the last year. Probably, you pour 12 beers at a time, but you probably had a good 30 or 40 different kinds of beers.
I would say at least. Yeah, we're not really one of those breweries that tries to inundate our recipe with or our board with a bunch of IPAs. We like to spread it out and be a little diverse and do some different stuff.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what a brewery should represent. I think is the craft and the creativity. Of
It
the
kind of
beer.
challenges us a little bit too to see if we can do something right when some odd recipes or some odd ingredients like
Yeah.
habaneros or strawberry and chocolate and all these
Absolutely.
different things.
Which was delicious.
Yes, it was. So if you want to impress your date, I mean, you better get a growler of that.
Puppy love, oh yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is too. I'll be honest. There are some beers I've had. I don't like sweet. I don't like sours.
The salted caramel brown basic
This-
bitch was not Joe Rogers' beer.
Man.
He almost spit it out. I watched him.
Yeah, it was bad, but you know what? The good thing about that was that a lot of people loved it.
They did.
A lot of people loved it, and that makes me happy because then it's like, well, who cares what I think? But I will say that out of all of these drinks, they're just fabulous. Even the sour. I mean, this is top notch. I honestly didn't expect all of them to be this good. So you're just
Yeah,
definitely
this was
doing a
good,
good
Bob.
job.
Thank you.
So, yeah. All right. So I think that should wrap it up. Is that everything? Do you have anything you want to plug?
They were all amazing.
Yes.
Did I mention I'm going to Germany?
Yeah. Congratulations, man. It must be nice.
I do have one last thing, Joe.
Yeah.
This coming Saturday, which is St. Patty's Day, going to be a big day, hopefully, for us.
that's right.
We do have a Latino jazz band playing for the first time called Wepa. That's Malo Castro's band, and he's pretty big in this area.
Yep.
And he'll be playing from 9 to 11 on Saturday. And a couple of days before, on Thursday, which is usually our release days, we're going to be releasing our St. Patty's Day beer called Peppermint Patty, Paddy, and it is a mint chocolate stout.
I'll be here tomorrow.
I would have had it on tap, but people can come in Thursday and try it.
Yes, absolutely. So if you've made it through the duration of this 12 beer review, come in tomorrow, or it'll be available Friday for the comedy show as well.
Absolutely.
And St. Patrick's Day, and try that beer. I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a try. So, cool. All right. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And let's drink some more beer, huh?
Yay!
Yes.
Woo!